versus Lord of Riots. Two very formidable opponents.
Yes.
Like we said earlier, Lord of Riots really strong.
All right. So we're
getting
into the
ready
match
to
here.
let's
So
do this thing.
Lord of Riots banned EvilSquirrel's Druid, and EvilSquirrel banned Lord of Riots Shaman.
So Lord of Riots is on the bottom.
Lord
Lord of Riots is on the bottom because he's playing
Yes.
Hunter.
Yep.
EvilSquirrel, top, playing Rogue.
Yep.
Secret Hunter from Lord of Riots. Very strong deck. Just like, honestly, gets the job done most of the time.
Oh, yeah. And having the Secret and Bow in hand is pretty nice.
I mean, it could also be like a mid-range variant. And actually, that's
and it
exactly
is a
what it
mid-range
is.
variant.
So it's a mid-range variant. Hit him in the face more
Yeah.
than anything else.
Yeah.
An EvilSquirrel with a Rogue. I don't know exactly what kind of Rogue he's playing, but usually tends to have a tough time dealing with those hit him in the face
Sure.
things.
And he's playing Baku Rogue.
Ooh, a very
so
aggressive variant of Rogue.
A good matchup, I think.
And EvilSquirrel not being on the play here kind of hurts. He would really like to just be able to play the Ardent Squire, but instead, Lord of Riots with the play, but nothing to play. Misses the one drop, which is a very tough thing to do in this matchup.
Very
Hello,
crucial
one.
for-
Move now. What
Be
to
polite,
do?
say greetings.
Hello.
EvilSquirrel going to return the favor.
Yeah, it'd be really nice to have a beast or something to be able to adapt next turn.
Yeah, but does not have it. Argent Squire down first. And Lord of Riot says, you know, I could play this 2-drop, but why?
do
It's just
damage to the
gonna get
face.
daggered, right?
Yep.
So. And of course, EvilSquirrel's upgraded hero power makes his dagger have 2 attack for the entirety of the game.
Correct. Sacking the even cards, his 0 cost, and his saps, and all those fun ones.
Now, EvilSquirrel has a couple options here. Chooses to coin out Flappy Bird. Now, this is weak to one card specifically, Eagle Horn Bow.
Of course.
Which
Not
Lord of Riots happens to
Taking the
have 2
chance
of.
that he doesn't have it in his hand, unfortunately, he has both.
Now, EvilSquirrel could have probably just daggered last turn, but also, you know, he wants to apply the pressure. He wants to say, you know what, pressure's on, let's go.
Oh, yeah.
And he can dagger and deckhand or dagger Firefly this turn, which is also pretty solid.
Yeah.
Lord of Riots, not any secrets to work with, a pretty slow start. Can Dire Mole and adapt it next turn, though? Which is pretty nice.
All right, electing. It seems like he's going to elect to play the Firefly and keep the South Seas.
South Sea, like a very versatile combo card. You can use it
It'll-
with Cold Blood, push a lot of damage with it.
Sure,
Has charge
absolutely.
when you have a weapon equipped, which just seems to get there most of the time.
Letting the viewers know, too, that he is going to swing. And then I retract my last anecdote. Having the Henge Clan in hand is also nice.
Yeah, he has Henge Clan in hand, so he can probably just play Henge Clan swing next turn, but that's not the turn we're on right now. Lord of Riots has a decision to make, and he's going to go with the play that I saw of adapting. And you kind of want to get a defensive one here, and he seems to have missed that. Like, Wind Fury is not really that useful unless it survives. Liquid Membrane, not really that useful. There's no eviscerates and backstabs or anything.
Poisonous just dies to the dagger and Argent.
And Argent doesn't even die.
Yeah, that's what.
Divine
Yeah,
Shield,
so I guess he's got to go with Liquid or try and maybe force the trades and do Wind Fury.
Now, EvilSquirrel can also ping one of these off with the deckhand as well.
Now.
This is true. Got a lot of EvilSquirrel's got a lot of options here.
He does have a kind of a clunky... No, I mean, because EvilSquirrel can just play Henge Clan Thug and then deckhand. Make sure he doesn't swing first, which I tend to do sometimes, which is why I'm sitting in the caster's chair right now. Yeah, so he trades, and then he just clears up the 3-2 with his dagger, or this way works too. It actually just is better, takes less face damage.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, EvilSquirrel very ahead right now.
Now, Kill Command's a nice pickup. Could ping off this Henge Clan, but Nada, no beast.
I mean, and now,
No beast.
is there a world where you just summon the 2 wolves? Yeah.
I think you have to summon the 2 wolves and hope that there's no way that he clears them up.
Yeah. Really a
You
shame.
would like to see you would like to have seen define. You would like to have found a secret. That was a very tough sentence for me for no reason.
And now, looking back at the mulligan, could it have been beneficial to keep possibly the freezing trap and the bow?
Yeah, but in this kind of matchup, I do really like hard mulliganing for a 1-drop, so I can't blame him for sending it back.
Absolutely. Hindsight is always 20/20.
Yeah, right now you're like, oh, I wish I had freezing trap, but
Yeah.
at the beginning of the game, if you had a 1-drop, you're way ahead. you possibly are
If he had that
still
dire
ahead.
mold, if he had that dire mold turn 1, it would be a different story.
You're possibly still ahead.
Yeah. He's, you give him poisonous, he's leery to play the Henge Clan.
I think Blink Fox is EvilSquirrel's favorite card. I'm pretty sure it's his Facebook profile picture.
Is it?
Well, it's a beautiful pic. It's a beautiful card. Like, it's a really nice card. Like, the art's really nice. And he has a golden. Actually, EvilSquirrel with a lot of shiny cards in his hand right now.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of shinies.
Rexar can help and clear the thug.
Well, what just happened here is that EvilSquirrel did not trade. This leaves up the opportunity for some buffs. Also leaves up the opportunity to Eaglehorn Bow Kill Command. And next thing you know, Lord of Riots is ahead on board if that happens. This Kill Command the 5/5 and then Eaglehorn Bow the 3/3.
This is true.
You're a little worried about the fact that you're 14 health, but at this point, you kind of have to do what you have to do.
And that's why you use the kill command then.
Yeah, for sure. Ironbeak Owl, not really useful yet. Raptor Hatchling's nice.
He has 10 damage with Deckhand and Leroy. And his,
Yeah, I think you want to go. You might just want to go wide and hope no Rexar. It looks like that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna go wide and try and set up this lethal damage over the next turn, but Deathstalker Rexar.
Yeah, that is the thing. Giving him the 5 armor is gonna be huge right now.
Saying, I win if you don't have Deathstalker Rexar. Lord of Riots. Not even think about it.
Yeah. Not a tough call. Completely regains board state. It evens out on health now.
Yeah, I mean it's big swing for
huge.
For EvilSquirrel. Yeah, Lord of Riots.
Lord of Squirrels.
Lord of Squirrels. And now EvilSquirrel just behind. He could Deckhand Kobold Scalebane to try and get some presence on the board, but
one of the better better high roll like hero powers of the Death Knight cards for sure, is you can create a lot of good zombies.
I mean, he literally can just taunt up the rest of the game if he wants to, probably.
Charging
just
lifesteal
if he of everybody.
If the rogue pushes damage, he can charge in lifesteal. Like, there's a lot of stuff he can get with his zombies.
And he's opting not to trade.
Just want to race him.
Yeah, I like the race concept. Does slightly get punished by Houndmasters, but it's also important to remember that this is a closed deck list format.
Mm-hmm.
So EvilSquirrel doesn't know that there's Houndmasters in the deck at all.
Nope.
He can maybe assume based off
now
his
that he sees the minions, he can probably assume that it is a hybrid of the mid range. But still, he's
you don't know what he's running. Could run Silence. Could you know. And Houndmaster comes down, clears up the Scalebane really nicely if he wants it to. Could just go face and set up his own
push 8
lethal
damage, set up
next
his own
turn.
lethal, yeah. Because now Squirrel doesn't know if he has another kill command in hand or.
Decides to trade, play it safe. You have the more valuable hero power.
Definitely want to keep the board state.
Raptor Patriarch, not exactly what you want to find. Probably would have liked to see a Vilespine Slayer, something to clear up the board a little bit. Vilespine Slayer, of course, just being like a huge tempo swing in this matchup.
Absolutely.
And still just going face, saying, I'm going to race you whether you like it or not, and this is how it's going to be. And I mean, at this point, Cold Blood top deck next turn gets him there.
Does win it for him, yeah.
Can't even hate it. So 7-10. He's trying to look for a nice charger here.
He's got 12 if you add the Houndmaster in there.
The thing is that he has the silence for the a Leroy top deck or a Cold Blood top deck just wins the game.
Yeah, no matter how much pressure he puts here.
Yep. And I think Squirrel playing well to realize that
Yeah.
this is what I have to do.
Oof. Electing to not push the face damage here and
I think it still sets up lethal.
adapt the zombies. Yeah.
SI, not exactly what we were looking for.
What he wanted to see.
That
If
could
only
spell the
he
end.
had 11 mana.
Would it be lethal?
Yeah.
It'd be one off.
2, 6, 2, that's 10. Yeah, you're right. And that's why I'm casting.
I think Squirrel just kind of looking, seeing what he can do.
Seeing what keeps him alive until next turn to hope for that top deck.
Just trying to survive. I don't know if
Lord of Riots
Lord
just
of
gave us a
Riots is like,
just,
"Oh,
just gave
man."
us a look.
I'm not dead, am I? And he would be to Leroy Coldblood.
Yes, he would. Knowing he had to silence the zombies, though, he's taking his time trying to go through all the possible outs here.
Like, just playing for the Coldblood out was super nice.
Yeah.
But
He's waiting for Cold Blood.
now he's trying to stay alive.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen, though.
Nope.
4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Technically still alive, right? 4,
3,
6, 7, 8,
9, 12,
10,
and
11,
the Hound
12.
is just 1. Yeah, he just needs a charge. Cheap.
Oh, that's not a charger.
He stays alive.
But at what cost? How does he win? He's alive.
Yeah, there's.
Still alive, but he's barely breathing.
I don't know if he runs deadly poisons, but I don't think that would even be enough. 2 in the SI.
Yeah, it's just not going to do it.
And it looks like Lord of Riots is going to take this one.
But worth noting that Squirrel really played to every single out.
Absolutely.
that he had there,
Absolutely.
and Played
Rex,
really well.
the Rexar play was the turning point.
Yeah.
Completely.
Game 1 win for Lord of Riots, though, in this best-of-3 tournament. That is huge.
The big implications.
Yeah, it's big. It's funny, like, both of these, we saw 2 aggro decks, and we just talked about how controlling the format was. So maybe, like, these aggro decks actually silently farmed everybody. So
Yes.
Lord of Riots Hunter is now gone because he won. So not playing Hunter anymore. Lord of Riots going to queue up his other deck. We don't even know exactly what it is. We saw it We saw it in the queue, but we did not. I didn't know exactly what it was.
Yeah, his Shaman was banned. I don't remember the other class that he brought. Druid was banned over on EvilSquirrel's side.
Warlock. Cube Warlock. Cube Warlock showed up well today. I had a really tough time dealing with it in my. And it's funny because I just cut it out of my lineup. But
see, the thing is, it's still
worth
it's
playing.
still very, very strong if you can get everything off smoothly. And with the inclusion of Mountain Giants so prominently after the most recent nerfs, it's really, really tough to deal with 8/8s so early.
Yeah. One way to deal with 8/8s, though, is to be very aggressive and ignore them and hit the face instead.
Yep.
And I think
That's
that is
what Bakuro can
Squirrel's
do.
plan.
None shall
3-drops.
survive.
A lot of 3-drops. Would
Lot
have
of
liked to see a
3-drops.
1-drop. Still
He's
no
got
defender.
he's got a Vile Spine for
Nice, though.
one of the Giants.
There's the 1-drop. There she is.
And running Stonehill in the Q block, making it a little bit more control-y. And Doomsayer.
Ooh. Opting not to Doomsayer here. Could always save it for next turn, I think.
Yeah, I still believe that that's. I still
Squirrel
believe that's
is
strong.
loving this coin fledgling play, and
It's the same play he made last game.
so it was punished last game. It doesn't look like it's going to get punished the same way this game.
Right.
Because I think if you're ever playing,
That's a little-
if you're ever playing Owl, you're going to play it here because you're going to Owl and then Cold Blood that vicious fledgling.
Absolutely.
And hit him in the face for.
It doesn't matter. I mean, he plays the taunt, he plays the Doomsayer. It doesn't. Either way, he's gonna owl it. Do you play the Doomsayer to hit? Yep.
Yeah, you definitely do. And
it's looking like it's gonna be a big.
No mana for Owl Coldblood, but you could even. What could you do?
I mean, you. Oh, I was gonna say you could.
You could swing first, see what you get, or you could play the deckhand and Coldblood the fledgling and trade it in smoothly.
I think the line that he sees is that he wants to swing first and see what he gets, and then he'll decide to owl the Doomsayer.
See the discovery.
Decisions,
Targeted
decisions.
is nice. It really helps against that spellstone. And then the silence coming out. Lord of Riots.
Knows.
Acknowledging.
Giving the respectful nod. Oh, wow. And getting the AoE.
Is a good pickup. And Lord of Riots looking at the camera saying, I'm kind of a god.
I think I got this. I'm really good at this game.
Just saying to himself, I'm so good at Hearthstone. He feels bad. He's hiding away. He feels bad about it.
Yeah. I don't know if he feels too bad.
Squirrel loves hitting this man in the face, and he's going
That
to keep doing
his MO, man.
He's at 11. That's another pretty nice pickup.
That is very helpful.
But you know what's really good against 1/6s? 6/1s.
See, putting the Stonehill out there is dangerous. Without the open deck list, not knowing if he has 1 or 2 Iron Beak Owls in his deck, he doesn't know if he has it in his hand, and he could be dangerously.
This is really nice though.
Oh yeah, putting the second taunt in there. Yeah. Getting a cheap enough taunt to put a second one out there was crucial.
That's 2/1/4 taunts now. I think you double 1-drop, play Hench Clan. You're gonna have to trade this 6/1 in. You're not gonna like it, but you're gonna do it.
But you're going to.
I don't see a world where you don't pressure with Hench Clan Thug here, but also
absolutely
using our infinite caster vision, we can see that Hench Clan Thug is gonna get cleared up with the Spellstone due to the pickup of the other taunt.
Yep. The other taunt that proc the Spellstone to give it extra lifesteal.
Exactly.
Just enough. Just enough. Clearing the taunt.
Lord of Riots at 9, but can't help but probably feel a little safe at this point.
I'm sure. I would feel pretty safe.
He's about to go up to 15. About 15. He's about to go up to 14. Oh, does he tap?
Wondering if he should tap. Is he too close?
How close is too close?
The Spellstone not as close. The Spellstone puts him at 14, tapping puts him back down to 12, but it clears the Hench Clan, so...
Yeah, I mean, but we see Vilespine in hand, which is super nice for EvilSquirrel to clear up some big boys that may or may not come out in the future. Also, he's going to tap.
He's going to tap.
I like it. Why not? Keep drawing cards.
Deadly Poison, not a bad pickup to push for damage.
No, not at all. Actually like it a lot to push for damage. He doesn't like to see that.
No.
Now he's down to 7 health.
7 with no heals in hand.
Ooh. Would have liked to see a Dark Pact there to...
Stonehill, and does he, depending on what he...
I don't think you'd play Homunculus again.
No.
You could.
No.
But then you're down to 5.
Yeah.
But everything else is
too much.
slow.
Yeah, you died of
Vilespine
next turn if you put yourself down to 5.
Oh, you put yourself down to 5, but you don't die because you have 2 taunts.
Oh, you have the second one. I mean, do you? He likes to choose it.
Does he play it?
Does he?
That's the thing.
But does he Umbra? Try and keep the Umbra alive for next turn for Lackey.
And playing it.
Oh my!
Vile Spine, trade, hit. Baku. Oh, hate to see that
Probably
picked
the
up.
worst possible draw for EvilSquirrel at that point.
He can still push him to 2, so he can no longer tap anymore.
Correct.
But then that leaves no Vile Spine for the Lich King that may or may not come down next turn. If the Lich King stabilizes, then the Void Lord comes down. Void Lord comes down. Everyone's sad.
Mm-hmm.
The tap not really finding you anything like super
no.
worth it. So
No,
maybe,
other than
maybe like
the
not tap it.
yeah.
Would be fine there too.
Just here puts him at 2.
No more tapping. I mean, you're just playing Lich King, right?
Yeah. There's
and then you're
there's
even,
no
actually
other
you're not
options.
dead to SI because of the fact that Baku, you have nothing to combo it with.
Warriors of the frozen wastes, rise.
was probably hoping for something like anti-magic
Wait.
shell or
Nope, this is lethal. Leroy's lethal.
it is.
Yep, easy
Wow.
lethal. You can just clear up that. I mean, it's tough when you go to 2, man. You gotta,
Yeah.
you gotta really fight to stay alive.
Yeah.
I think maybe the tap didn't affect anything because he still would have been dead. But Squirrel picks up the win against the now slower Q block.
Yes. Slightly slower.
Roar. Hit him in the face with the raptor, he says.
Hit him with the nice little raptors.
Nice little raptors. Now
Alright, so we're now at 1-1.
game 3.
Game 3.
Doesn't sound as exciting as game 5. But
No, it doesn't.
game 3, and you know what it means. It's the last one.
The rubber match.
Winner moves on to the finals.
Winner takes half of the marbles
Winner
for a
takes half.
chance to win all of the marbles. Either way, the winner of this match gets some marbles.
I don't have any marbles. Do you bring marbles?
I didn't bring any marbles.
No. I'm sure they got marbles in the back somewhere.
Yeah.
This is not a Shutterwalk Shaman. Lord of Riots mulliganed as if it was.
Greetings, friend.
But
We
it
have
is okay.
turned our
Just
trust
Lord of
into
Riots.
Ooh,
Seeing,
ooh.
seeing you. Hey, listen, slow down there, Chief. Slow down. I didn't sign up for this.
And
I
that
didn't
is
sign
the
up for this.
and that's the interesting part about the closed deck list.
Yeah, you're like, oh, well, it's probably Shutterwalk, right?
All right. Can I get that mulligan back? Very nice pull. Very nice pull with the Kobold Librarian. Buffing both spellstones.
I feel like he's looking at me when he does that.
Oh.
When he
You mean not?
when he looks at the camera like that after he gets a top deck. I feel like he's looking at me.
He's not looking at me.
No, he's looking at me. Tapping away.
Well, so now the taps are finding really good cards.
Now they're very nice. Merc Sparkale's kind of nice.
It's not bad. It's a nice tempo.
This is also fine. This health goes away quickly. 30 health goes away pretty quickly.
It does. It does.
Although you can see a nice little coin spellstone.
I was gonna say you coin the spellstone, you spellstone the flame tongue, of course, to remove the 4 damage.
If you tap, you have to play something because it'd be at 10 cards.
Yeah, I think the better line is the coin spellstone, but we'll see what he does.
Could do nothing as well.
We could just
there's
rope.
merit to it. Could just rope it. Never play another card.
Yep.
Go home.
Guys, I think we've seen the end of Lord of Riot's career as Hearthstone, but no.
You just quit.
And he
He's just gonna throw away the coin.
does elect to throw away the coin and
Likes
tap.
tapping.
He likes to have a full hand.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Corpse
setting up
Taker
for
comes
Giant next turn
down.
as
Corpse
well.
Taker's nice because it'll have all of the buffs to it.
So if he coins Spellstone, he wouldn't be able to Giant next turn, but the Giant dies to the board.
Giant just has a tough time with a lot of things. Also, it dies to a Hex.
Yeah.
I don't
well,
really think you're playing for the Giant this turn because, like, in this matchup, because the Giant's only going to get you so far. You can just get ignored. You hit the face for a bunch.
I wonder.
He's already at 13. Corpse Taker doing a lot of damage over a couple turns.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
have the Wind Fury, Divine Shield, and Taunt. And Lifesteal, right?
Yeah, I think he has it all in his deck. Yep.
Whew. That is quite a minion. And now you kind of have to. Ooh. I don't know. It's good, but it's good. Now there's a couple outs, I think, in Squirrel's deck. That is not one of them. I think you still will see Mercspark Eel come down here.
You have to push. This is where he had him back against the wall last game.
Yep. Just keep pushing that damage because you play out both your 2-drops. He plans on Spellstone. He's going to gain 7 health, but how much is 7 health going to be?
One off from what Corpse Taker can do to you, and
yeah,
just on the board.
So we'll clear up the Corpse Taker, but it'll take 4, and it'll take 3 more for Fire Elemental. Opting. Oh, okay. I thought it didn't come down for a second. That was really weird. So basically always this.
Yes, of course.
9, so 2. He'll do 7 this turn. Squirrel will do 7 damage this turn. Or he'll play Sandbinder and then play Fire Elemental the next turn to try and proc the Calamos. But he could also do Fire Elemental this turn, Sandbinder, draw a cheap Elemental. But I think he's seeing the lines here. He wants that Calamos to do 6 to face.
Yeah.
I will show you.
Sandbinder coming out, finding Grumble. Hero power here.
And he just set up the Defile line.
All that hero power does set up a Defile.
Pulling the totem, set up the Defile line, and you can see Lord of Riots knows it. The moment it happened, he fist pumped.
Yeah. You can even Giant here.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, seems
But
good.
even though, right? So now he would still be alive because Fire Elemental does 3. He does 7 more damage. Goes to 9. Calamos does 6.
I think he's safe and stabilizing here.
I would hesitate to use the word safe at any point, but
Thinking about gaining the 4 health and just pulling the Void Lord out of his deck, and maybe clearing the 6/5 with his
dead to
giant.
Calamos if you do that, right?
You what?
You're dead to Calamos if you do that. You need to Spellstone here.
Yeah, because it does 6.
Yeah, I don't think he's thinking about Calamos at all.
No.
And this is where the inexperience of not playing a lot post patch.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You don't really know that they're running Calamos.
Actually, Calamos would do 1 more. Because the spell damage.
Oh, technically. No, it's not a spell, I don't think. Oh,
It's not?
it is
Yeah,
a
it's
spell.
the invocation's a
It casts an
spell.
invocation or something like that.
Yeah, that's
And
game.
Lord of Riots is going to be like, he could have avoided this. EvilSquirrel. Big finish.
Wow.
Roar
Big
with
finish
the
for
Raptors.
EvilSquirrel.
Wow. Very nicely done for both players there.
Yeah, hats off. Well,
EvilSquirrel to the finals.
EvilSquirrel moving on to the
And
finals.
his Raptor. His
And
Raptor
his
gets
nice
to come
little
with him.
Raptor.
And
He's got his own mascot.
up next.